is on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires downfield. He's got him wide open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass, it's Brady. That's caught, it's Clark. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hawkeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Going long. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to get it to the marker. Picks up the first down. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Brady. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Iowa! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Working that left side now. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Reads it, fires complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The run inside. It's Jackson. And they'll knock him down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got it again. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Trying to keep this drive alive. There's a crease. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Gives it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. To the air, it's Brady. A little release to the back. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Brown. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They move on top here in the 4th. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the tight end. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down, they're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Miami! The Hurricanes back on top.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down, and it looks as if they'll go, and they're not in the huddle. There's some room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Brady. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And you can consider me surprised. I didn't think they'd go for it in this situation. 4th quarter, game tied. I'm shocked. I'm surprised now. The defense has to come out there, make sure they get some stops here, give their offense another chance to go redeem themselves.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Iowa! They take the lead here in overtime.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. With the catch, it's Watkins. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Got it. Touchdown, Canes. They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They did not get it. The aggressive call to try to win the game right here, and they come up short in OT. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime.